Alpha Omega takes place in what we believe to be the year 2025, just like it did originally in Black Ops 2's version. We can confirm this through dialogue from Rushmore, the AI created by Broken Arrow 50 years prior to when the characters arrive, and the radios inside the map also confirm this time frame.
Accessing files. Electric entity. Facility shuttered. Oh no. I've been dormant over 50 years. Who are you? Soviet? Cuban? Chinese?
Show me this place. Secret government facility.
Is she planning to attack here?
Not for a long time. 50, maybe 60 years. There will be big boom.
With a date under our feet, we need a little background because it has been quite a while for the Ether storyline. What you need to know is the cycle was broken inside Blood of the Dead, changing everything that happened in all the previous games. In Classified, the Primis crew rescues the original Ultimis crew from their jail cells in order to fight a great war against Dr. Mahdi, which leads into the start of this map. We travel to Alpha Omega, a Broken Arrow secret test facility, to recover an elemental shard. The elemental shard has the ability to bring people back to life and is stored inside the APD, or American Pyramid device. In the radios and massive blueprints found in Classified, we learned that America had made an equivalent MPD thanks to their research of the moon station they found after our characters left in the moon map. In addition, those radios, punch cards, and reels inside Classified set up the motivations and plot of Alpha Omega. Please check out my previous videos linked in the description and in cards and on the playlist for more details. Cornelius Purnell goes crazy thanks to his exposure with Element 115. His exposure leads him down the same path of Ultimus Richtofen from Black Ops 1. He loses his sanity in pursuit of godhood through the Pyramid device. An event before our characters arrive causes the Alpha Omega facility to be shut down. This event was containing Cornelius Purnell, who had become the Avogadro through the powers of the APD and Elemental Shard. The APD was powered using the lives of atoms. Atoms are the automated robots with AI life inside the map. The Elemental Shard was used to give the robots life, which Broken Arrow killed the atoms in order to power the MPD machine. A Dr. Hale aided Purnell in his research on the APD, allowing him to accomplish his goals with the help of a select few sworn to his personal trust. Purnell hid his true actions from the Department of Defense because they would shut down Broken Arrow if they knew the terrible experiments that were going on under his watch. That brings us to Alpha Omega. The Primis and Ultimis crew begin their main quest to recover the elemental shard that is needed to defeat Dr. Monty. Why, you may ask? Because Nikolai read it in the Chronorium. The Chronorium shows them the terrible way forward to achieve their ending. Hopefully a happy one. A Nova 6 gas leak has caused many of the systems to malfunction inside the Broken Arrow facility after power was shut down from the event many years in the past. Getting the power on and clearing the vents kickstarts life into the AI computer called Rushmore. It is a hyper-intelligent computer that is riddled with 50s American anti-communist propaganda that is hilarious. Think Liberty Prime from the Fallout franchise.
Attention intruders. What part of report to operations did you fail to understand? Should I repeat myself in Russian? Just kidding. Russians get shot here in Camp Edward. Love it or leave it.
The AI can give us the elemental shard, but needs us to prove to him that we can be trusted. We do this through exemplifying the 5 core values of Broken Arrow. These tasks are thankfully logical for the player to follow. First, an escort mission, similar to what we experienced with Sophia and Gorod Krovi. Then, a recovery mission to get evidence of Broken Arrow away from the prying hands of Marlton, who was hiding in a closet inside the bunker. Once we threaten him, we recover the item for Rushmore, who then wants freedom from his system, just like Sophia wanted in Gorod Krovi. We use a server in the power room to jumpstart his mind, leading to my favorite part of the Easter egg. It starts with a typical BS directions from an annoying, ambiguous task for an Easter egg step, but it's cut short when the power goes off, which is threatening the very existence of Rushmore. Proving ourselves in this step changes from jumping through a bunch of hoops to, save me, my life, I'm gonna die, dang it, turn the power on. It is wonderfully charming. Thank you so much, Treyarch and Craig, for that step.
Broken Arrow Core Value 4. Protect the American dream. You will now prove your patriotism beyond any shadow of doubt. You'll require a dog, a blender, George Washington stench.
Warning. Power systems are shutting down.
Oh dear. Okay, new plan. Restart the power before my batteries die. Please, hurry. I have too much to live for. Give me liberty or... Oh, never mind. Just switch on the power.
Calm down. I will find power.
After we restore power by rerouting it through backup generators, we recover 3 different parts from atoms all around the map in order to bring Peter McCain back to life. Mainly for a neato cameo and for him to fly off to do something ominous that may pay off in the final map or not. Thankfully, Peter McCain gives our crew his blessing, allowing us to access the APD. This is where the crew charges the last containers of the APD with atoms to reveal the Avogadro, once known as Cornelius Purnell. Driven mad by the powers of the Ether and Argatha, he antagonizes the crew as a nuke is dropped in hopes of preventing the Avogadro from escaping. To no avail. All the testing years ago caused Purnell to become this monster that led to the downfall of the base. Our characters turn on all the backup generators underground to force Purnell back inside the APD in order to teleport him to the site in transit. Once again, in hilarious fashion, thanks to Rushmore.
Rest easy, my friends. Avogadro is now safely contained in a Broken Arrow facility in Washington State. He's their problem now. We won, because that's what Americans do. We win.
The ending cutscene rolls, showing Maxis telling the crew that Dr. Monty has figured out their plan. Radios in the map allow us to hear Maxis trying to tell us that Dr. Monty is catching on to us, that something is wrong.
Hey, Brock, what is taking you so long? According to my calculations, by now you should have completed your mission and delivered the souls to the house. He is getting anxious. Dr. Monty suspects that you are acting against his wishes, plotting against him. I have assured him this is not the case, but his level of worry has me curious. There might be something more to his plan. I shall investigate further, old friend. I will let you know what I find.
Remember, there was a plan that was all talked about in Black Ops 3. And if you don't remember either, Dr. Monty was manipulating Maxis the entire time to keep the cycle going. Originally in the cycle, the innocent souls are sent to Dr. Monty in order to continue the cycle indefinitely. Monty is in charge of his perfect world, but since we broke that cycle in Blood of the Dead, we threaten his control. He isn't truly God, and he is not omniscient. This leads to a noble sacrifice of Maxis' life in order for the only children trapped inside the house to survive. Samantha's quotes and origins give new meaning with this new spin on the story. Her being trapped here inside the house with Dr. Monty is his way of preventing her from destroying him in the Apothicon/Keepers, as we saw in the intro cutscene of this map. None of the other children are there because we never sent the souls there to the house, because we never did the Gorod Crovey Easter egg or cutscene. Dr. Monty no longer has the leverage he once had, forcing him to attempt to kill everyone trapped inside the house to ensure his control. Eddie and Samantha are saved through the noble actions of Maxis. But they teleport the 2 children into a garage above ground, which was just nuked. I have no explanation for why they can stand outside in Nuketown after a nuke went off. And if that is the case, that they can stand outside, why the heck doesn't Marlton come out to see them? What is he doing? Anyway, after seeing her father die, Sam vows to destroy Dr. Monty and all the BS and zombies. The Ether, the Infinite, Argatha, etc. All of it. Which sets up our end for the Great War in the Ether storyline. A battle between Primis, Ultimis, Samantha against Dr. Monty and the Apothicon/Keepers. Why does Sam have a German accent despite wearing the Origins Samantha clothing from the Origins cutscene? You got me. It makes sense Samantha from the original games would be the one to end things, to have superpowers, to fight Dr. Monty. But I can't make sense of her accent unless she merged with Origin Sam, or somehow her soul wasn't cleansed from the evil of the MPD and the Ether. I don't know. That is left ambiguous for the finale. The final map is shaping up to be a full cast of characters fighting Dr. Monty's army in the hopes of saving the universe from the evils of the Apothecons and the endless cycles of pure evil. Primis may fail and Ultimis may prevail. We may experience great celebration and sadness from sacrifices, for the end of the Ether happens in less than 4 months. There is a lot more to break down in radios, reels, and more, so be on the lookout for those videos this week. My opinions and impressions will be in separate videos, but this is a summary of Alpha Omega, where we may be going and how we got there. Thanks for watching. Tell me what you think. Tell me what you make of this in the comments below. Leave a rating and turn on notification buttons if you enjoyed. You might as well stick around for the end of zombies, so subscribe. If you enjoyed these videos, consider supporting them on Patreon. It is linked in my description, or if you want to talk all about zombies with other people, or you think I'm an idiot, join my Discord server to discuss that with all the zombie fans on there. Thanks for taking time out of your day to watch my video. I hope you have an absolutely wonderful day, and I will see you in the next one.